Hey guys, how's it going? So today's video is going to be about the benefits of meditation and how they can seriously improve your life. Now, I'm sure you know if you followed my videos, but I had an incredibly bad accident 13 years ago. I was skiing just after I left university and I skied off a mountain and I landed on my head. I broke my back, I broke my neck, and I was in a coma for about 3 weeks. So it was really, really, really bad. It completely changed my life. I was meant to be going into law, and after that I was just like, I'm not interested in law anymore. And I've since, over a long period, because I started up a company selling shirts, I've written a book and everything all about my experiences with it. But I've now got into obviously my mindful baking and teaching people the sort of the things which help get me out of the sort of bottom of despair and into a positive area. So yeah, I guess motivation. And this is what I want to do, is obviously with all of my things, giving people motivation and helping people out of whatever it is they're sort of in a bad place of, and just getting people sorted. Along with baking. So here, so this is won't go on about it, but that's a pizzas I'm doing for later. Anyway, benefits of meditation. So meditation has helped me so much, it's just on another level, ridiculous how much it has, and that's why I'm doing this video, to tell people that it's just here, it's there, it's going to help everyone. You know, it doesn't matter what sort of stage of life you're at. If you do it, if you meditate, it's going to improve your life. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So first off, meditation, it lowers depression, which a lot of people are suffering some mental issues in this sort of day and age, especially over the period of coronavirus. I know that a lot of people are just getting lonely, getting anxious, and they're getting stressed, and meditation helps with that. And obviously, if you have got to a point where your depression is of a level where it's really, really affecting your life, don't just count on meditation. Go to a doctor as well. I'm not saying meditation is the answer and cures absolutely everything in the world. It doesn't. But it helps with a lot of things if your mind is in the right place. And that's what it's all about. It's getting your mind in the right place, which will then help alleviate the depression, the anxiety, and the stress, which is the beauty of it. So after, obviously, the accident and everything, I was introduced to meditation about 5 years afterwards. So I was going through all of these different issues, and although I felt like I was improving, there was still so much which was just constantly niggling and tagging at my head, and I was just like, how do I sort of get rid of this? And then I was eventually introduced to meditation, and I will explain to you the story about how I was introduced to it, because that's quite funny. It's quite a long story, so I won't do it now, but it's a funny story. And as soon as I was introduced to it, literally, I would say, the very first day I was introduced to it, I felt this amazing just sense of peace within my mind, and that obviously is what prompted me to continue with the learning. But it's all of the benefits which I'm telling you about, and I will be telling you about over this video, they're not instantaneous at all. Just this one feeling I had of just peace, that came about for me, and it will come about for most of you the first time you meditate. Just this absolute just joy and peace and just calm. And so that's what prompted me to carry on. And I did a lot of different sort of types of meditation. I sort of went through various sects of meditation. So it's not a cult. Sect sounds like a cult. It's not a cult. Meditation's good. It's very good. It's very positive. So yeah, after the accident, I'd say the biggest issue I had past obviously the coma bit and the broken back and the broken neck, coming out of that, the biggest issue I had was something called prosopagnosia, which you're not going to know what that means unless you're a doctor. It means that I lost my ability to remember faces. So I would meet someone one day, we'd have a good time, whatever we were doing. So I met them at the pub. Oh, going to a pub. They were days, you can't go to a pub now, but that was nice. Anyway, so I met them at the pub. A week later, I'd see them again, say I'd walking down the street and I'd go, "Hey, Tim." And I would just look at them and go, "Who are you?" And they would explain that I met them at the pub. And I'll go, "Oh yeah, I remember the situation, but I just don't remember your face." And that happened for many, many years. And it almost got just embarrassing. So I'd have to just explain to people that I wasn't going to recognize them the next time. And it got really horrible. I hated it. It was like the worst thing to happen post the accident thing. Obviously, once I got over all the other things. And after I was introduced to meditation, things slowly started to get better. I slowly started to remember people's faces. And it obviously I emphasize slowly because, like I just said, meditation is not an instant sort of an instant fix to all your problems. It's not at all. You have to, using obviously the doctrine of the mindfulness part of it, it's about noticing everything, observing things, accepting. So obviously I had to notice and observe these things and then just accept that it was a part of my life. You know, it's not something I can just flick a switch and get rid of. No, it was something I had to accept and just allow it to be. And by allowing it to just work its horribleness that it did, and by accepting it, it no longer had its grip on me. So I was then able to slowly remember people's faces using lots of different techniques, which I did. And then by just allowing it to just slowly become a thing which was diminishing within me. And yeah, it still happens a little bit today, but not anywhere near the levels it was sort of 5, 6, 7 years ago. It's something which is just completely and utterly transformed. And that's amazing. So that's one benefit of meditation for a start. So like I said, it lowers depression, anxiety and stress. It also increases your confidence, which is quite a good thing. So I think if someone had told me that I would be making videos about meditation, mindfulness, and obviously baking bread. If someone had told me that a few years ago, I'd have been like, absolutely no way, I'm never going to get in front of a camera. That's just not me. I'm not that sort of person. But I'm doing it now because, one, my confidence has been massively increased through this meditations I'm doing. And also because I'm doing it to show people the benefits of it and help people along the way. So nothing would give me more pleasure than to know that someone has taken up meditation as a result of watching this video, because that will be helping them. You know, their life is going to improve because of something I'm doing right now, which just gives me so much joy and peace. And I absolutely adore that idea. So please, obviously, I know I say it on videos, but do subscribe to my channel, please, and do share this channel to everyone, just to let them know that I am this guy who's trying to help everyone using obviously the meditation thing, and obviously the baking thing going to get in with it, and all these other things I'm doing. Anyway, I digress. I went off the subject a little bit. So, helps with confidence. Also helps your immunity. Surprisingly, you know, something which you're just doing because you're just sitting there thinking about nothing. But it's helping your immunity. I mean, it helps. There's parts of your brain which are affected by meditation and affected in a very positive way. And obviously your immunity, something which is very important, especially now with this virus around. So get meditating, and maybe we could meditate this coronavirus away. But obviously that's a slight joke, because I know that a lot of people are working very hard on the drugs to so we can kill it. Anyway, so it helps with your immunity, and it also raises levels of empathy. So you actually just become nice and much more caring person. So confidence, health, and just lovingness, which is good. So it also improves your memory and your sort of learning ability, which is great for kids, because there's no age too young to start meditating, Although when it comes to mindfulness, children are the most mindful people I've ever experienced, because they have no idea about what they should be doing and what they don't have because someone else has it. Anyway, but yeah, so helps with learning. So get children into meditation as soon as they start understanding that the world isn't the greatest place in the world. And then it helps with self-awareness, which is a great way of being able to understand your own issues and your own problems. So being just self-aware, which with this prosopagnosia I had, I became so aware of how I was functioning and why all these different, or why those things weren't happening because of my head injury, but functioning because I knew that by being much more self-aware of my problems, they slowly started to decrease, which is also a very good thing. Now, what else does it do? It decreases feelings of loneliness, which surprisingly, even though you're sitting there meditating, and you can meditate with people, but you're meditating within yourself. So you're meditating. So you learn about yourself a lot more, which in turn has an effect which it actually decreases your mortality. So it gives you peace and contentment, decreases your mortality, and just helps you become a better person within yourself, which is also very good. And it lengthens your attention span, which is pretty good, because I remember going to the cinema after the accident and just coming out not knowing what the film was all about. My attention span was awful, and it carried on being awful until I slowly started becoming aware of this issue through the mindfulness and the meditation, and then using the meditation to just let me allow myself to be me, within me. There's lots of relate, but it was something which just helped so much, and my attention span just continued to get better and better, and it's pretty good now. Afterwards I wasn't very good at reading books. I read a lot of books now. It's good. So I mean, in general, those are, I would say, probably some of the most important things. I mean, like I said earlier, like reduces stress and anxiety, and it reduces the grey matter in the brain, which is related to all of the areas to do with stress and anxiety and depression. So it therefore makes it easier for just individuals, for you, for me, just to address and focus on the issues at hand, the things which are affecting you. And just by acknowledging them and allowing them to be, that is the best way to help alleviate whatever issues are caused from that. So using yourself, the meditation, and just letting things be, and just accepting things and allowing, this is just such an incredible thing. And I implore you all to give it a go. So please, get meditating. I'm going to be doing a lot more meditation videos to help you with it. And yeah, so please sign up to subscribe. So, yeah, subscribe to this channel. Click on something, subscribe, and like it. Yeah, subscribe, click, like, and share. Just share it around. Get everyone doing this, because I want to be able to help as many people as possible. So please just get subscribing, liking, and sharing, and that's good. And we'll get this going. And I'm going to show you all that your life can be dramatically improved, not just through meditation, not just through baking, but through everything to do with your mind. And I'm going to give you the motivation to make things just amazing within your life. Okay, guys, I will see you soon. Bye bye.